Hey, balance seekers. It's Chris and Lucky here from the Discover Balance Healing. And today we're going to dive into the specifics of Deepak Chopra's 7 spiritual laws. It's really been life changing for me, just this awareness and a way to think about things that's helpful. This is about the first law of pure potentiality. Deepak says it's the source of all creation is pure consciousness, pure potentiality. It's seeking expression from the unmanifest to the manifest. That's the tangible. Now, I want you to picture that moment right before your first thought of the day as you wake up, that beautiful, peaceful feeling, that sacred pause you might feel between the ocean waves. The beautiful stillness where infinite possibilities and creativity and abundance are right there dancing in the stillness. That, balance seeker, is your home base. That is the realm of boundless potential. And let me throw a truth at you. It may change everything. It did for me. Ready? You are consciousness itself. You are the awareness behind the experience. You are expressing through this incredible human form. This law offers a radical perspective that most people never consider. Some people call it God, some people call it energy, the universe. But the point is, you are not your achievements. You're not your kooky family. You're not your trauma history. You're not your past mistakes or your failures, or even your current circumstances. Nothing lasts forever. It's only one moment that's real. In cosmic consciousness, you have cosmic connection. You're continuously tuned into infinite possibility. There's no limits. You have a direct line to universal intelligence. When you align with this pure potentiality, you operate in a crystal clear clarity. But when you're clouded with old anxiety and programming takes control, it's like trying to function with crappy Wi-Fi and corrupted files, and it's rough. You're not yourself. But here's something that will blow your mind. Once the Big Bang happened 3.8 billion years ago, the iron is now flowing through your blood from the stars. The calcium in your bones from exploding supernovas. The oxygen in your lungs right at this moment generated a long time ago in primordial forests. Now, how do we think about today? The most important distinction for thriving in life, yeah, big statement, right? There's 2 operating modes that you need to become aware of. Object referral mode is what a lot of us do. It's when we're playing someone else's game. Your identity, self-worth are dependent entirely on external scoreboards, your bank account, other people's opinions, your likes, your followers, your possessions, your neighborhood, your achievements, your social status. This is stressful. It creates a constant toggle to seek approval. You're reacting to circumstances that are beyond your control. You can't control what other people think or world events. Chopra warns us that when your internal reference point is that self-ego, you can feel cut up from your source. Makes you feel weak, lost, incomplete, less than. You're essentially living life by someone else's standards, and you don't even know what they are. Self-referral mode, that's the sweet spot. That's living your authentic life. That's when your sense of self springs from within, from your core identity. Remember that your worth isn't determined by external options, but by your intrinsic value as consciousness experiencing life itself. The ancient Bhagavad Gita calls this Shita Pranja. This is the person of steady wisdom who remains unshaken by wins or losses, praise or criticism. How do you know when you're disconnected from this incredible source and realization? You'll know. Your system sends you error messages in a variety of ways. You might know your things: tension headaches, persistent pressure, mental overload, spiritual isolation. Do you feel alone even when you're among other people? You're tired, but you have chronic insomnia, not letting you rest even though you're exhausted. Maybe you're disconnected from your purpose, feeling completely lost about your life direction, unsatisfied. Deepak says The sign of success is joy. This is a sign, if you're not there, that Deepak reminds us. The secret of health of both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry for the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Appreciate, but attach from those other things. They are important. But let me give you a powerful practice that can clear your mental cache and reconnect to your authentic potential. You can pick any of the QR codes and I'll explain all of these things in detail. We can do them together. But right now, we'll talk about Savasana. That's the corpse pose. Now, you'll be laying down or sitting, but you want to be able to really let go. You're there to reset. You don't have an agenda. Give yourself complete permission to simply exist in stillness. No agenda, no goals, just being. When you return to breath, that's what you want to be thinking about. Where's your breath? Filling your body and your belly, your ribs, your chest. This is compassionate awareness. It's like closing unnecessary apps in your phone that slow it down. Now, using the mantra Om Bhavam Namaha means I am absolute existence. I am the field of infinite possibilities. You can repeat this mantra in your mind, and even that vibration goes out into the universe. It clears mental clutter and lets pure consciousness do its thing. Chopra reminds us that in the silence between thoughts, the gap, the space between being and not being, that's where you can connect with the field of pure potentiality. Can I share something personal with you? I mean, we're getting close now, right? I used to believe I had to constantly prove my worth through relentless achievement. Had to be captain of the team, the boss of the thing, the superstar. My body was sending me serious error messages. I had debilitating IBS, diverticulosis, and asthma that would totally flare during stress. I would go to the ER and my body would experience vasovagal responses, which is basically your body's freeze, a complete shutdown. My O2 saturation going to 70%, heart rate in the 30s. Now, I didn't have any heart or lung pathology, but my subconscious, it was operating on a corrupt system. The fear-based programming that my bowel was going to rupture because my sisters did. That's not true. I needed to be in the space of silence. And when I learned to shift this, I discovered a life-changing truth and got a lot healthier. My core programming had been perfect all along. That stillness that I was afraid of didn't mean my system was inactive. My system was running fine. Once I finally realized it, and the background stress, well, it dissolved. And my body started to remember its original healing capacity. Deepak Chopra gives us 3 core practices for implementing this law. And again, hit the QR codes for different activities that pique your interest and what you need today. So he says, take time in the silence to say, I will get in touch with pure potentiality each day, to be silent, to just be, at least twice a day. He says for approximately 30 minutes in the morning and evening, but guess what? 2 to 5 to 10 minutes is better than nothing. Deepak emphasizes that silence is the birthplace of happiness, creativity, and infinite possibilities. The second thing he recommends is to study natural intelligence. Vow to commune each day with nature and silently witness the intelligence within every living thing. If you're not amazed at the miracles, you're not there, because nature is your greatest teacher. When you look at a tree, you're witnessing pure potentiality's intelligent in action. It's the same wisdom that transforms sunlight into leaves that operates within you. Now, in order to access this, you have to disable your judgment function. So hard. That's what duality is. But tell yourself each day, I will practice non-judgment. Begin the day with the statement, today I shall judge nothing that occurs. I will accept it. This stops that ugh, exhausting program. Constantly evaluating everything. Is it good or bad? That's duality. It's always a argument. Judge no right or wrong in situations that just are. Stuff happens. Non-judgment creates your mind, giving the field of pure potentiality room to be and to grow. Now let's get your body involved. Here's some physical practices embodying pure potential. Pranayama are breathing practices with specific intention to open different pathways and chakras. Kalabhata breath clears your breathing cache. There's mudras for knowledge that can help you connect with cosmic intelligence, getting energy moving, improving your connection. There's asanas, which are the movement poses in yoga. There's upward salute, reaching towards maximum potential. There's warrior one, embodying courage for your journey. Any inverted poses or headstands, if you can, are literally inverting your perspective for higher clarity, seeing things from a new perspective. I've experienced this. There's staff pose, sitting with your legs straight, letting you experience physically what it feels like to be connected to the earth, to unlimited possibility from the top, and grounded at the bottom. Here's the eternal truth, balance seeker. Your pure potentiality, it's not an achievement you need to unlock. It's the fundamental operating system you've always been running on. As Chopra reminds us, you are not just the drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in each drop. The journey, it's not about becoming someone different or better or superior. It's about remembering you've always had access to the source code. It's about returning to that space of infinite possibilities. That's the space that exists before every thought arises, the pause. In the ancient Vedic tradition, there's a phrase, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. You're the observer, the experience, and the infinite field of potentiality all at once. You're the canvas and the paints. You're the screen and the movie. Each day, choose one daily awareness check-in. Maybe you choose that 5 minutes of silence before checking your phone. Maybe it's spending time in nature without distractions or a goal in mind. Maybe it's practicing non-judgment for just one day. One small system improvement can create a cascading positive changes. It happens throughout your entire experience and it becomes who you be. The choice is yours. The power is coded within you already. You just have to slow down and find it. The pure potential's been in your system all along. Do you have that sense? How powerful you are? You just need to remember how to access it. Balance seeker, you are actually consciousness experiencing existence, an energetic being experiencing life in a human body. The question isn't whether you have the activation codes, it's whether you remember that you wrote them in the first place. My coach says to me, Christine, you have to do. I tend to grind and go full force till something's done. That's the doing part. But we have to pause and rest and re-plug in. Do, balance seeker. Remember who you really are and enjoy it. You're beautiful.